أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله رب اشرح لي صدري يسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our beloved Imam, Imam Hamad Chebli, he is not with us at this moment, but Alhamdulillah, we have our beloved brothers, Brother Islam. He will be, inshallah, give a short khutbah on Surah Al-Alaq. As many of you probably know, this is the Surah number 96, and this has a special history of this Surah because this 5 verse of this Surah have been came to this earth as a first Quran verses. So this is has a lot of significance of this surah, and I'm very happy my beloved brother has put together a presentation, and our another brother Billah has worked on the presentation to revamp it a little bit, and inshallah I'll request brother Billah to share the presentation, and I will request Dr. Islam to start the khutbah on this special surah, Surah Al-Alaq.
Okay. Islam bhai, can you say?
Yeah, Islam bhai, you are talking in mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Islam bhai probably in a mute, I guess.
That's fine. Islam bhai, now we can hear you. Go ahead, inshallah.
Thank you. Beloved, প্রথম slide নেন। نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Beloved, today I'm going to say something about Surah Alaq. In this surah, the first thing we have to remember that the Arabs, the Meccans, they knew about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they worship the idols. And our Prophet Sallallahu when the surah was revealed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduced himself, who he is, in the first 5 ayah. So I have to go it a little back, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not give prophethood to anybody. He trains them. That he trained our Ibrahim alayhi salam, he trains many prophet, and he trained our Prophet sallallahu alayhi salam from the very childhood. He trained him so that he become a prophet and sincere and devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So even in the beginning, just a few words that our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was at the young age, he was known to be as Al-Amin, the most trustworthy. I mean, I don't know if anybody has got this name, in any stage. And he was the the most trustworthy. And then at the age of 40, he married Bibi Khadija, and every week he used to take his bread and water, go to the Jabal al-Rahma, that mountain where we have seen and gone, and we know how difficult it is. He used to climb up there and do the meditation for 15 years. To earn prophethood is not easy, it's not earning. Allah SWT help them to be tough and religious, sincere and devoted. And the first, in this surah, Surah Allah, is well known that the first 5 ayah was beloved আমার এক নম্বর স্লাইডটা দেখেন that the 5 ayah was revealed, and I would like to mention the 5 ayah first and then try to explain. So 96, 1 to 5 ayah and its significance. Allah also said Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Then Allah said recite Ikra Bismi Rabbikal Ladzi Khalaq. Recite or read or narrate, whatever it is, that that Allah says, recite in the name of Allah who He created. But before that, I want to tell you how a ayah is revealed. No, I just let to finish the 5 ayah. So recite in the name of Allah who created, and he introduced himself that he is the creator, and then created whom? Created man from a clot of blood. And he told right away that I created you from a clot of blood. And then third ayah is Ikra wa Rabbukal Akram, recite, and your Lord is most generous. He described himself as a generous Lord. And what did he do? Who taught man, by pen. And he taught people by pen. You know who is the one who used the pen the first time? Is the Prophet Idris alayhi salam. And he taught man what he didn't know. Allama al-insana ma lam yalam. So this 5 ayah, Allah introduces himself, that what he wants to tell us. Below second slide to the right. Yeah. Now, if something has to be revealed, it has to have a copy. It has to have a written somewhere. And Quran was revealed from Lawh Mahfuz. It's a place around the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Surah Buruz, the last 2 ayah, clearly it says that the Quran is written in there. So if something is revealed, you have to think of, if it is revealed, where is it written? So we know the Quran was written that Bal Hua Quranul Majid, but it is a glorious Quran who is written in Surah Al-Buruz 85:22, and Fi Lawh Mahfuz, where? In the Lawh Mahfuz. Lawh Mahfuz is a place where I really don't want to say anything outside the Quran, but it's a place on one side of the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran is written. So there's no doubt that the Quran was written in there, Bal Huwa Qur'anu Mazid, and Fi Lawh Mahfuz. So from there, Quran was revealed. Now, when you say the revealed, it's not just to give you page, or it's not just send you a few ayah. Allah SWT takes utmost care when the revelation comes up. If you feel that how the revelation is done, you will never say that this is revealed, that is revealed. How difficult it is, I'm going to tell you. Now, so how the revelation occurs? how the revelation occurred. From the revelation occurs like this. It says, Lakinillahu yashhadu, but Allah witness, bima anzala ilayka, which has been sent to you. Anzalahu, he revealed it, bi ilmihi, with his knowledge. So, which is not, that means when it was revealed, Allah, with Allah's knowledge, it was revealed, and wal malaikatu yashhadun, and the angels who are in the heaven, they are the witness for this. Wa kafa billahi shahida, and Allah is sufficient as a witness. So, but Allah bears witness to what He has revealed to you. He has sent it down with His knowledge, and angels bear witness, and sufficient is Allah's witness. But if you think a little intelligently, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes care of these things because He knows that the shayateen is the one who wants to pollute these ayahs any way they can. So they send it with Jibreel alayhi salam, then the guarding angels, all around. Then there is a caravan katiban that who writes these things, and there is the guarding angels, and then he has the witness of the Sijin and Ilion, and he is the witness that our organ will tell us that yes, this is revealed. So he has all kinds of witness in front of all the witnesses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by himself being present reveals this ayah. Jibreel alayhi salam revealed it to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's a story, I don't know, that he could not read it, and Jibreel alayhi salam embraced him and asked him to read, so he started reading. The first ayah was as Ikra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq. Below it, প্রথম স্লাইডটা দেখেন।
কোনটা ভাই, কোনটা দেখতে চাচ্ছেন আপনি?
এক নম্বর দেখেন।
Oh,
go back to one. Thank you. So Ikra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq, and it's the interaction with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he says they recite in the name of Allah who is creator. So he introduced himself as the creator, and created man from a clot of blood, and he tells you right away how he created man. Khalaqal insana min alaq. Now, alaq is a word. Alaq is a word which is a clot. Clot, he has created insana from alaq. And then Ikra wa Rabbukal Akram, and they recite, and your Lord is most generous. And furthermore, Allazi Allama bil Kalam, he has taught you with the pen, and Allama insana malam yalam. What did he taught you? What people didn't know. What people know. Now, if we go to the word Khalaqa, alaq. Alaq is a word which is insignificant fluid, or you can below এরপর একটা দেবেন no, this I have to next one.
You want this?
The next one, I think I said this.
This one you didn't. I think you are going to talk about this one.
The next one again. Oh, I agree. No. This is the one. Yeah. And indeed, we created this. Alaq is nicely narrated in Surah Mu'minun, in Surah 23, number 12 and 13. And Allah says, وَلَكَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ, and indeed we have created man, min sulalatin min tin, from a sperm drop, which is placed in a secret place. Think of a situation when a woman get pregnant, how safely he preserves the new baby. Summa ja'alnahu nutfatin fi qararin makin. Then we place this human as a sperm drop in a secure place. He tells everything in there. Then what he did in Surah number 23:14, it says exactly the anatomy or biology of the fetus formation, formation of the baby is all written in there. I didn't go and take the picture, didn't have time, I didn't know how to do it, but he says that we fashion the sperm into cloth. Summa khalaqnal nutfata, and with the nutfa means the sperm drop, alaqatin, he made alaqa, a piece of meat. And fa khalaqnal alaqata, then we made alaqa into mudgata, a piece of meat. Then fa khalaqnal mudgata, then we made mudgata izama, piece of meat. Fakasawnal izama, then we covered up lakma with the meat, and summa ansa'ahu kalakahu as akhara. Or here they made the bone, and then we covered the bone with the meat. And Tabarakallahu Ahsanal Khaliqin, that Allah is the best of the creator. So if you read the English, it'll be easy. We fashion the sperm into a clot. So the sperm become a clot, then develop the clot into a lump of flesh, then develop the lump into bones. Then the bone clothes the bones with flesh, and we developed it into a new creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of the creator. Will I pore slide today? Yeah, I have just given you stage by stage. In the first stage, there's the nutfa, which is the sperm. And second stage is the alaka, which is sperm become clot. And the stage 3, the mudaga, a piece of lump of flesh. And the stage 4, adama means bone. And the stage 5, dress the bones with the muscle, produces a new creation. These descriptions are like what? And these descriptions are like what modern science found today. Today, if you look at a book of biology, anatomy, or whatever it is, you can see exactly with the picture, these 5 stages are mentioned. How did our Prophet ﷺ knew about these things? He didn't know, only Allah knew, and he sent to our Prophet ﷺ. So he is one who created you from dust, then from a sperm drop, then develop you into a clinging clot, then he brings you forth as infant so that you may reach your prime and become old, though some of you die sooner, reaching an appointed time. So perhaps you may understand Allah's power. This is Surah Al-Ghafir. Beloved, একটু নিচে আনেন, দেখবেন। আমি অর্থটা বলছে অ্যারাবিকটা উপরেই, অ্যারাবিকটা অর্থ হলো এটা। সূরাতুল গাফির, Suratul Ghafir in 4867, Allah will give the detailed description of these things. Inshallah, Billah will send you the sign, or Mamun send you the slides, and you can go one by one. So, Poretta Billah দেখি কি আছে? Yeah. And then the next 3 ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accuses people of transgression. But see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just give 5 ayah. How does he accuse him? The people didn't do anything yet. The trick is that first 5 ayah was revealed, and after many months, the second 14 ayah was revealed in Surah Al-Alaq. So during this time, they already started refusing these things and started transgressing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Kalla innal insana la yatuga. No, man does indeed transgress. That you transgress. Ar-ra'ahu stagna. The word astagna is very important. Astagna is a word used in case of people who are proud and who thinks they don't need anybody. They are self-sufficient, self-dependent, everything. That way they don't care for Allah or they don't care for anything else. They have enough money, they have enough children. Those people call them wastagna. So al-stagna, because he thinks himself independent. Why they transgress? Because they feel that independent, they don't need it. And inna ila rabbika ruzza. Surely unto your Lord is your return. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remind you that you have to come back to your Lord. So this is the accusation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for transgression. Beloved, next one. Yeah. So in this one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the follow some of the questions we have to remember. The first one is very simple Arabic. Ara'ayta allazi yanha. Have you seen man who forbids? What does he forbid? Abdan iza salla. When a servant pray. Because when somebody prays to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not to the idol, people want to stop them. So Abdan iza salla, and then Ara'aita in kana ala huda. And tell me if this servant is rightly guided. Because if he may be praying to the Lat and Manat, those statues which are kept inside the Kaaba, or he may be praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he's asking if he is rightly guided. Aw amara bi taqwa, or enjoys righteousness. When the people are righteous, they pray in the righteous way. And Ara'aita in kazzaba wa tawalla. What if that man rejects and turns away? Ara'aita, have you seen in kazzaba, who deny wa tawalla, turns away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alam yalam, and do you know that bi anna Allah yara? Do you not know that Allah sees all? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says all these 5 ayahs, what we do normally, how we pray. We'll have a next one. Yeah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Kalla la illam yantahi la nasfam bil nasiya. The word nasiya is a big word. Nasiya. Nasiya is the frontal lobe in our brain. I don't bring all this all the biology, but brain has normally 5 lobes in our brain. The frontal lobe is the most important one. Frontal lobe is kopal. Nasiya bolana zaman nosibe kya se, there'll be nasiya. That frontal lobe is one of the 5 lobes of brain. This section works cooperatively with many other brain areas. Lobes are responsible for many different functions. Now, 5 lobes in the brain, they are connected to hearing, seeing, understanding, believing. All these things, they keep in touch one each other. But the main portion of the brain we call the nasiya. Nasiya, the frontal lobe. And this lobe is responsible for believing, disbelieving, or he's a leader. And the honesty, dishonesty, it becomes obedient, disobedient, and sincerity, insincerity, all decision making, reasoning, judgment, learning, thinking, all these things. That's why that's why Allah says that He will take him down with the nasiya. When we give sizdah Think of that. When you give sajda, people tell you that touch your nose. Because if you touch your nose and your forehead, then your really frontal lobe or the nasia is the lowest on the ground. But if you keep up your nose up, that lobe may not be on the lowest, maybe the other part of brain is the lowest. That's why when you pray the sajda, please put in the sajda with the nose and forehead parallel. Now this Nasya appears in Quran in two verses. One is 1156, Surah Al-Had, and it said, there is no creation in earth that Allah holds it by the forelock. Allah SWT will hold by the forelock every creation. Why by the forelock? Because forelock is the one responsible for all the decision making. Decision making. Okay, beloved, the next one. Yeah. Fal yad'u nadiya. Then Allah calls you, Allah's advice. So let him call his associate. If you don't put down your head, then let him call his associate the nadiya. And Allah threatened, Sanud az-Zawaniya. We'll call our wardens when the angels of the hellfire will call them. So you call your people, I will call my angels. So Allah finally gives an advice, never obey him, but prostrate and draw near to Allah. Kalla la tatiyu, kalla ne. No, la tatiyu, do not follow. Wasjudu, and prostrate, waqtarib, and get nearer to Allah. So look at that. The advice of Allah is never obey him but prostrate and draw near to Allah. Because during prostration, you're the nearest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's very extremely important to understand that when we give the sajda, we forget our pride, we forget our wealth, we forget what we are. Everything we make it so small and so obedient that we prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only thinking of Allah that He sees me. I don't see Him. I can only imagine Him. Another ayah for sajda is in Surah Al-Hajj 22-27. It says, Ya ayyuhal lazina amanu arkau means ruku dao. Arkau make ruku. Wasujudu and sajda means prostrate. Wa abudu and pray. Rabbakum to your Lord. Wa af'alu khaira and do good things. Fa'alu means Qur'an, or af'alu khaira and do good things, la'allakum tuflihun, so that we can be successful. So by praying, if we give the boy, if we do the sajda, if we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we become successful. So the meaning is, O believers, bow down, prostrate yourself, worship your Lord, and do what is good so that you may be successful. Beloved, this is the last one, right?
Yeah, that's the last one, right?
This is the last one. So, in fact, this surah I have divided in a few portions. The first one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduced himself to the Creator. Second, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accuse you that you transgress. And the third part was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ask you some questions. And the fourth one, that if you do not stop, we'll take your nasiya, you take your forelock and put it down on the floor. And the fourth one is Allah's advice that you bow down, you make sajda, you pray, and you'll be successful, inshallah. So in the small way, I try to explain so that we have some idea. And when you find that, please save the slides. Maybe there will be days somebody will want to read those things, inshallah. I know not many people read it, but let them save. A day may come that they need it. Thank you, beloved. Thank you, Mamun. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. All right.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, Brother Islam, for a wonderful teaching. I think this is good in one way that we know something from here, there, but sometimes we don't know the entire history of it. From this today's topic, what is I learned, and you can also share what did you learn. That the first five ayah has a key messages. Number one is the creation and the power of Allah. Number two is the value of knowledge. And number three, the gratitude to the Creator. So this is my understanding. Also, the lesson learned, what I learned, this verses obviously underscores the value of learning, which we heard, reading, and pursuit of knowledge. These are the thing my understanding, but everybody has their different understanding, method. Maybe we can discuss on this. But the first thing first, I want to come back to our young generation, and I would like to ask Shayan or Tasin that what is your understanding, what we learned today, and if you have any question.
One of the things that I understood was when it came to the prophet, where the angel instructed or pressured him to read the religious text, it kind of felt like a symbol that, say, the prophet was 40 years old, right?
Yes.
And I think it's like an example, symbol for saying it's not too late to learn something or try to make productive use of your time. I know from experience, even though I'm 25, I'm acting like, oh no, my 20s are over.
Very good observation, Shayan.
I'm in mid-80s. Still, I like to learn. There is no end to it. And once you start learning and get one end of the thread, when you understand a little bit, then go and search in the Quran what else is there, because Quran explains itself by ayah itself. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes a responsibility to explain everything in the Quran. He doesn't depend on anybody. Inshallah, I'm making a slide which will open your eyes. What I haven't made it yet, but it will open your eyes that what wrong we are doing. Inshallah. Thank you.
Any other question, Shayan or Tasin?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I actually have some questions.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So what would you advise to someone who's just, let's just say, fallen off the rail and is really procrastinating in terms of trying to keep up to date on the Quran or trying to abstain from the bad habits?
Yeah, Shayan. And take it granted, human beings are human beings. And Allah has given you to be obedient and to be disobedient. He has given you the option to be honest, to be dishonest, believing, disbelieving. And if we are not angels. The angels, we have two minds, the minds of evil and the minds of honesty. But the angels have only one mind. They cannot do anything wrong because that mind is Allah subhanahu taken off. So we are not angels, we're human beings. And that's why the trial is there, that who can control our ego, who can control ourselves from doing the bad things, and so that we can prove ourselves that we listen to you, Allah, we tried. It's not that we aren't really that much success that Allah is obliged to let us enter the Jannah. It's only His mercy that He will look at the people that how much they have tried, or they have all or they have tried at all or not. They will say, look at it. So we'll be doing mistakes and we'll be asking forgiveness. Never forget to ask forgiveness. Anytime you do a sin, please give a sajda and ask forgiveness. You're done.
Right.
Don't only. Normally what I do at the end of the day, before I sleep, I give a sajda and ask forgiveness and I sleep.
Is that the Subhana Rabbil Azim or Subhana Rabbil Allah?
Subhana Rabbil Allah, Subhana Rabbil Allah, and I ask forgiveness. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli zambi wa atubu ilayhi. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Another dua I read, I don't mean the dua, that Allahumma, I forgot that to cure the disease. Allahumma anni masani durru wa anta arhamur rahimin. Oh Allah, the evil has touched me and you take care of me. It covers everything. This is the dua of Ayub alayhi salam. Ayub alayhi salam has so much of disease that his body was become sore and his wife left him and he has nobody. And he made this dua. It's in the Quran. I didn't made up like the scholar. The scholars are made up anything. Don't worry. But I will salam, Allahumma anni masani durru. Anni means have touched me. Masani means masamani touched me. Anni masani durru. The evil has touched me. Anta khairur rahimin. And you are the best of the merciful. So you can make any dua, but the best way to make a dua or ask forgiveness is to go to the sajda, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah sees that you're sincerely asking Him something by positioning yourself to the lowest ground. And you put your forehead, means your nasiya, the forelock on the floor, and being very obliged and making you low, you ask Allah's forgiveness. Thank you.
It's Subhana Rabbil Allah. That's what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah, subhanallah and you astaghfirullah.
All right. I think it's a good idea, Brother Bill. I'm gonna give you a little task here. Later on, maybe you can post this to Surah into our WhatsApp, so that everybody can memorize it and try to take use of it. All right. Billah bhai, is that okay?
Okay, Mamun. So
Inshallah.
upload the slide deck, basically. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Inshallah. And that deck, that two surah, Brother Islam was mentioning, that what we should be reciting when we are in a sajda. And another one, he was mentioning that what is the surah dua we should do for our health. This is the two very nice.
No, I forgot the surah's name, but this is the Ayub alayhi salam's dua.
Yeah.
It's a famous
It's
dua.
Rabbi Anni.
Allahumma anni masaniya durru wa anta arhamur rahim.
Rabbi Anni masana durru. Allahumma Rabbi Anni masana durru anta rahim. ভাই আপনি মীর ভাই আপনি আনোয়ার ভাই আপনি আমাকে নাম্বারটা আপনি একটু টেক্সট করে দিন
করে দিয়ে তাহলে
এখন তো বাইর করতে পারতেছি না পরে বাইর করে পাঠাই দেব
it's not needed right now, but I'm saying some of you probably already memorize it, but it is always good to share with others, so maybe somebody else will memorize and continue do this. So or Islam bhai, you can also send me the reference, or to Billah bhai, inshallah will take care of it.
I'll send the reference,
inshallah. Very good. All right, so let's move to our sister. Sister Aziza sent a note that she's going to in-laws home in New York. That's why probably she's not in a video call. Also, she requested that one of her cousin, especially that cousin, his name is Masood Chaudhary. He is basically suffering with a blood cancer. So she requested dua. So inshallah, end of the halaqa, we'll make a special dua for Masood Chaudhary. Now, any sister has any question or any comments on these topics? All right. Seems sister has no questions. I will come back to our brothers. Brother, do you have any question or comments on the topic?
Yeah, Mamun, I think this is really very nice. Islam Bhai has done a lot of science in especially these 5 ayahs from Surah Alaq. Also, subsequently, he mentioned about forelock, kapal. There is also a lot of science. That means brain. So this is really I think what I'm thinking of doing then, I think based on what I've seen Dr. Islam has done, I can do some research on this and see how does modern research chime with what Quran has said.
Mashallah.
My guess will be that will be very, very close, and that will inshallah help us in our strengthening our iman.
Mashallah.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to present probably not next week, the following week maybe.
Okay.
If you want Mustafa
course.
to be here because he loves these kinds of things, so he will also probably enjoy hearing that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's plan for it, inshallah. Okay. Any other brother has any question, comments, or anything on this topic? Brother Iftikhar, Brother Amjad, Brother Anwar, Brother Rukon. All right. It seems like no question, comments on this topic. I will, in this case, I will probably request Brother Islam, if you can conclude with a dua, inshallah.
Okay.
Our brother Musleh, he is in Umrah at this time. Brother Mushur, he was in Umrah also. I don't know if he came back or not. But let's make dua for everyone. Make dua for everybody's
Okay.
family.
Inshallah.
Especially Masood
Inshallah.
who's sick, inshallah.
So please have patience with me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I'm going to make dua for Brother Masood Chaudhary and Mushir Bhai, and those who are going for Umrah. Allahu Ameen. Oh Allah, you are the greatest, and you have created and owned the whole universe. You are the most powerful over all things. Oh Allah, you are the most merciful, you are the most forgiving, and you are the most compassionate. All praises are for you. Oh Allah, you are the people who submit to you, to your will unconditionally. We submit to you for your mercy. We submit to you for your blessings. We submit for security and protection. And we submit to you for your guidance. Oh Allah, we believe in your oneness. There is no other God except you. We believe in your angels. We believe in the Holy Book, the Quran. We believe in the prophets and in our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We believe in the hereafter. We believe in hell and heaven, and believe in the resurrection the last day. Allah, we raise our hands today for our brother Masood Chaudhary, who is seriously sick by cancer. Allah, give him the full shifa, and let us come back among us. Allah, you are the most merciful, most forgiving. Allah, some of our brothers, Mushir Bhai, and other brothers, they have gone for Umrah. Allah, forgive them and bring them back safely. Allahumma fatir as-samawati wal-ard. Allahumma anta wali fi dunya wal-akhirah. Allahumma tawaffani musliman wal-hikmi bis-salihin. Allahumma fatir as-samawati wal-ard. Allahumma alimul ghaibi wa shahada. Allahumma anta tahkumu bainahum fima kanu fihi yakhtalifun. Rabbi yassir wa la tuyassir wa tammim bil khair. Allahumma inni ja'alani min at-tawabina wa ja'alani min al-mutatahhirin wa ja'alani min ibadika as-salihin. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من عذاب القبر ومن عذاب جهنم ومن فتنة المحيا والممات ومن شر فتنة المسيح الدجال اللهم اهدني فيمن هديت وعافني فيمن عافيت وتولني فيمن توليت وبارك لي فيمن أطويت وقني شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يذل من وليت ولا يعز من عاديت تبارك ربنا وتعالى اللهم اغفر لي حينا وميتنا وشاهدين وغائبين وصغيرين وكبيرين وذكرين وأنثانا اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان اللهم لا تحرمنا أجرهم ولا تذلنا بعدهم اللهم أنت ربي لا إله إلا أنت خلقتني وأنا عبدك وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت أبو لك بنعمتك علي وأبو بذنبي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا ربي اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين إن الله بالناس لرؤوف رحيم اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم صل على سيدنا نبينا شفينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وبارك وسلم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وأرنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم اللهم اغفر لي ولوالدي ولمن دخل بيتي مؤمنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات ولا تزيد الظالمين إلا تبارا ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذريتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا تقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فاقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسولك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك جميع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد الذي خلقني فهو يهدين والذي هو يطعمني ويسكن وإذا مرضت فهو يشفين والذي يميتني ثم يحيين والذي أطمع أن يغفر لي خطيئتي يوم الدين ربي هب لي حكما وألحقني بالصالحين واجعل لي لسان صدق في الآخرين واجعلني من ورثة جنة النعيم اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام وإليك يرجع السلام حينا ربنا بالسلام أتانا دار السلام تباركت ربنا وتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم آمين.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa
Mamun bhai,
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe it was a little long.
এইটা শেষ করে আপনি আমার একটু পার্সোনাল কল করবেন তো।
Inshallah.
আচ্ছা, শেষ হয়ে গেছে।
Inshallah. Jazakallahu khairan. Inshallah. Looking forward to see you all next Sunday. And may Allah keep you all safe and healthy. And may Allah keep your family safe and healthy also. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.